notifications. Right, is that working okay? It's because it's brand new software. I'm trying to figure it all out. Because with OBS, everything's just simple to set up. Just make sure audio's still set to Blue Yeti, Snowball. You can hear me now. Bill, do you want me to try you again, dude? See if it stopped echoing. Hey, Neuro. So yeah, it's just basically testing this stuff out to see how it goes. Because I'm just trying to think of like new things, like to add into the channel as well. Instead of constant like reviews, I feel like there's nothing else there. Especially like the community we're in. Right, okay, Bill, 2 wee seconds, dude. Invite, copy. I'm just going to post that in, dude. There you go, dude. And I can vape. It's an adult channel, so hey! Hopefully this has fixed it. Because you can probably hear the difference in the microphones. That's not the one I use for like sort of recording videos with. That's just the spare one I use. I keep up in basically up in my gaming room when I decide to play my PC, which is not as much now. But if I can try and get like 40-minute show in or something, I think that should be okay. I just have to remember I might have to edit on YouTube when it's fully finished to get the sound in. But yeah, what I'll do is I'm gonna actually share this just now as well. Bring Bill in. Oh, I just click him. Bill, is that a lot better now, dude? Does it still echoey? That's right, Neuro, it's just Super Bowl tonight, isn't it?
There we go. Hey.
I can hear you. Is it still echoing, Bill, or is it not that bad now?
All right. Much better this time around.
I might have just had to close the browser. I think that's the only problem I had.
That sometimes helps.
Yeah.
I've had to do that before.
But no, that's what I was saying, dude. I'm just been like thinking, like trying to do new things, like how to bring like new people over the channel. Do you know what I mean? Like trying the live streams and trying different things out.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, that was me. That was me because I simply ran out of stuff to review, and I haven't gotten anything new in for a while. So sure, I only do it once a week as compared to when I was putting out a review every 3 days, but it's something to keep my channel going. It's content.
That's what. No, you go, Bill. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I was pretty much done anyway.
All right. No, because I'm like same boat as you. It's like you're on that like certain like fixed income. So like the idea of buying a new figure, if you can't afford that figure, that figure can wait. And like that's how even with like sort of like the Starscream and Springer Siege, I had to wait. I mean, I think it was 6 months was the first time I seen the first review video of Springer compared to when I done my video. And it is just one of those ones where it's like I'll take a hit, but you're doing it because you enjoy making the video. But when you're trying to think of something new, it's like what else is newish that I can bring out the collection to like show off. I mean, that's how I love the Beast Metal stuff, like how you've been showing that off. Because I've never seen like 90% of them.
Oh yeah, I done a lot. I started doing look back videos because I ran out of new material, but I got another. I just literally just shot before I saw the notification for your going live. I was just finished shooting a review for Armada Jetfire or
Oh, I love
Energon
that.
Jetfire. I mean,
Oh, the
Energon
Energon.
Jetfire. Yeah.
I've never had that one.
Oh yeah, I just finished shooting the look back review for that, but man, I just got nothing new coming in. AM told me that he might be sending me some stuff to look at, and and that's cool. I'll be sending one thing back though. I ain't gonna say what that review is. I'll be looking at it and then sending one thing back. But I guess he's just giving me a couple of other items too. So one thing I will be sending back, which is fine. That's cool too. If people want to send me stuff just to look at, hey, I'm all down for it. But I told him I had to wait till March for that because my income is so spotty nowadays. It's just one of those things where I live on, like you, a limited stable income, and I only have a certain set amount I can spend per month on whatever happens to come my way. If I want a new book or a new Transformer or whatever, I'm stuck with that. That's where I'm at. And so I haven't got anything new, and that's okay. I don't feel the need, and I don't think really anyone expects us to feel the need to compete in that sort of way.
Oh no.
And you should never feel that way either.
Oh no, I think it's a. I mean, I've always been competitive. I've always been like, hey, Skybite. I've always been like that, Bill. It's like the last after I did the try to think what video I did. Might have been that G2 Prime, and see that way you're looking at stuff and you're looking at stuff you've done and it worked. Then all of a sudden, like you hit that dip, and Facebook that's a hit and miss. And I know people have said to me Reddit. But that is a bigger hit and miss to try and like bring people in and get people to watch. And it's like the algorithm doesn't help. I've actually started putting on my video to see if this changes. Filmed in the United States.
Well, that's one of the things that I've noted with your channel is most of your audience comes from everywhere but Scotland.
Yeah,
most of your audience. I would say that 80% of your audience is out of country.
I mean, hey Eric. I think there's roughly about say 5%. I would say is Europe based, and then the rest is purely America. When you look at like comments, anybody like watching, my analytics. When I was looking at them, it was like 72% to 80% as American, with 3% being UK, and then 0.5 Philippines. How somebody from the Philippines can understand somebody from Scotland, I'll never know, but there you go.
Whenever my nieces and nephews watch your videos, they have to watch it with me so I can translate. But we've had this discussion before. I think it's hilarious. So did you.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Skybite, is that the Generations jet file? Yeah.
Yes, it is. And
I'm jealous.
Hey, I say this almost every one of your live streams, but I love your accent, man.
I've seen. This is the thing. This is me because I've got to stutter quite a bit because like Eric will know. Eric in the chat, he used to come over to my old gaming channel, and there was like I'd find myself in that slipping into my normal accent when I'm talking. It is hard to like pick up what I'm like because if I was to talk normal, I'm going to talk like this, and I talk really fast, and then the next minute all my words are just going to go together. It makes it hard. So now it's like, I'm going to break it all. I've had to break it down and learn like.
How's your Gaelic?
Oh, terrible. terrible, Bill. I've never learned any of it. But yeah, it's like I've had, because I think if you
another friend of mine, Denise, who lives there in Scotland, she lives there in I'm trying to remember how she pronounced it. It's Inverness.
Inverness, yeah.
Yeah, and she speaks full Gaelic, and I'll be damned if I ever understood a word she ever said to me. I'd be like, whoa, slow down, more. Okay, there.
just try remember
and then she'll start talking in Gaelic, especially when she's drunk, and I'm just like, okay, everybody just nod your head.
It's like, if I was to do an Inverness accent, Ken Bill, I can do the accent. it's terrible accents. My American one, the only one I can get is like Deep South. That is the closest I can get to American.
Let's hear it.
Oh, right. Just try to get me. Just try to get something to say.
But yeah, doing live shows, especially when you live, in such a different time zone, it's tomorrow for you practically.
Yeah,
for a guy like myself, it's such like right now. What time is it for you? It's got to be at least you're 5-6 hours ahead of me, so it's almost 4 p.m. here.
Yeah, it's nearly 10 p.m. here.
Yeah.
Nearly 10 p.m. here. Right, if I was going to do an American. On the Optimus Wilbur reviews, I've got Ninja Bill and I've got Skypad. We're going to talk about Transformers. Are you with me?
That's pretty good.
That was almost a good Joe Pesci.
Oh, I can't do New York. I can't do New Jersey. I can't.
Tia Fangy, welcome.
My accents are terrible. Like my wife can do good accents. I'm terrible at them because you can still hear my Scottish accent going through it. It's just so funny. But I think, like you said, Skybite, I think that's one thing that I've noticed that a lot of people from America do like my videos is because it's the accent. It's different compared to like some of the other ones you do see. But then it's like we are all different. I think that's why. I'll give you a better laugh. I've stopped watching the likes of the big Transformer YouTubers. I can't watch them anymore. I've just stuck to us.
Well, yeah, I'm about the same. I used to watch, well, except for Bolt Matrix. I've always been a fan of Bolt Matrix. He was one of the very first reviews I started watching with. So, him and Collector 75 and, and a few others, I started with those guys. So, I keep watching them, but the other bigger channels, I pretty much don't watch. Once in a while, I'll go watch a video if I've got nothing else going on, but that's pretty much it. Like right now, today I was making that video, and while doing so, I was also reading. I managed to find in a hardback the Batman versus Predator 1, 2, and 3. So comics.
That's one thing I've never been into is comics. It's terrible, and I should really try it. Like,
you either like them or you don't.
But even the IDW Transformers, I should give that give it a shot. Like, with that Neuro, anyone can do a New York. Read this exactly how I type it. Hey, wait, they're gonna give me a cup of coffee. See, I can't do it.
Almost a good Joe Pesci. Almost.
Have you guys seen that new commercial for that new car that has Smart Park? And it's got, I can't remember the lady's name, but it's got Chris Evans and John Krasinski, and they're all doing a Brooklyn accent, and they're just like screaming "Smart Pack."
See, I've not seen that, but no doubt they'll do something with the soccer players over here to do like that version.
I'll
over
be right
here.
back.
No worries, Bill. Eric, I can only imitate Irish. TF Angie, I can speak Spanish, but my accent doesn't change. Kit bashing. What's that, Eric? Kit bashing? Explain, good friend, explain. TF me, Madra is una cabra metra. Neuro, help me out if that was close enough, dude. Spanish is not my strong point. Skybite, did you see the leaked images of Scorponok and Skylynx?
Oh yeah, I recently just watched Rodimus Primal's coverage on the new figures. Oh my god, that Skylynx.
I like that one.
Yeah, I mean, I have the... Okay, where is it? I have to lean this way. And there is the Combiner Wars Skylynx. I'm getting rid of that.
See, I missed out on
that new Skylynx.
I think I've seen it a few times, but I just never picked it up. But this one, like, I was totally going to skip on Earthrise unless something big grabbed my eyes. They two grabbed my eyes instantly. I was like, well, I need Scorponok. I need to have the last Titan. But that Skylynx just looks incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
I mean, the 3 pictures it showed was just him in his combined form, his jet, his cargo jet form, and his base form. But I bet they're just holding off on showing him being separated into his 2 components. Because a lot of people are saying, like, oh, he's not going to be separated into his 2 components. And it's like, they're able to separate. You can tell that by him in his base mode. So
yeah, it's the Astral Train mold, it looks like.
Yeah. Would you be quiet? Shush. Sorry, my dog.
No, don't worry. My dog's down the stairs. He's probably barking at my wife just now. Because the cats are probably annoying him. But I think one of the cats was up here, but they're away now. Which is good because she's now able to jump up, and she's went behind my PC already. She's already took down my neon strips from the back of my TV. So it's like, cheers, Gaia. Thanks.
That's awesome.
Eric, I'm able to converse in 7 languages with all of them. My accent just busts through them. Actually, Eric, are you from Holland? If I remember, dude. Eric's been like me. Eric, how long's that? Me, you've known each other now? 2-3 years. When I started streaming on my old gaming channel, that was a blast. That was a blast. Are you still doing content, Skybite? Have you just took a back seat just now?
I'm taking a back seat right now. My next video I plan on doing is the rep labels for my Titans Return Triptychon. But I'm wondering whether I should do it live or... Well, no, I'm not wondering. I know I'm going to do it, just record it, and then upload it as a video, because whenever I do a live video, nobody shows up. But that's, sometimes that happens. But I'm going to just do a record it, and so that it can be edited and stuff, so it's shorter than 3 hours.
I mean, how long did it take you to... Have you applied the decals yet? Or are you still...
But I did the decals for both my brunt and my other brunt to turn into deadlift. Both took me an hour, so I'm just guessing that Triptychon's going to take me 3 hours.
He's roughly about 3 to 5. Easy. Omega took me...
I am back.
Hey, Bill. Mega took me about 4 in total. I done him over 2 days. So I'd done... but then after I got to finish, like, Bill, you would have seen the picture I put up, like, the review's going to be soon. I've got Omega ready. I didn't know they had a separate sticker sheet for the rocket.
Oh, for the rocket itself?
Yeah.
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 Well, that and the stuff you have to... Don't they have ones that go inside the rocket for that command center? I bet those were a pain or a joy to put in.
Yeah. Oh, wait till you see it. I think I messed up one row of windows. I've messed it up. and it's bad because Toy Hack's now subscribed to the channel, so it's like, oh, there it goes. I've totally balls that one up. But yeah, it was after I finished it because I'm looking at
it happens.
I'm looking at the rocket on like their instructions, and I'm like, I don't have those decals for like, so the windows they're showing at the top, and like the wee command center inside the rocket. I'm like, where's these decals now? I'm going through everything in case I've binned them, and then I go on the website, no, they're separate. It's like you've done a triptychon on me again.
Yeah.
So before I can review it, I've had to order those. So that'll be another 2 or 3 weeks before they get here. Then whatever I get from China, hopefully I don't die. But I've been all right so far with the stuff that's came from China.
Yeah, I wouldn't be counting on a lot of stuff being shipped out of China for a while. It gets as bad as I'm hearing tales of.
Yeah,
so, some shipments of stuff they froze. So
yeah.
I don't know what's affected or whatnot. That rumor control is pretty broad around that area. So
I mean, because I got the decals for the Studio Series 05 Optimus Prime, and what I was going to do was I seen a knockoff Studio Series version, and I was going to decal that one because it looks good. It does look spot on for a knockoff. But see, that way I'm like, this is going to take forever to get here. And that was 3 or 4 weeks ago I ordered that. Whenever I sold stuff on eBay, and I'm like, do you know what? I'll just put it on the original. The decals do look good, but I was like, I just bought that knockoff now for no reason.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's one KO I've been sort of eyeballing for a while, and that's that Studio Series 38 one, and that too. So I'm right there because I have never saw a Studio Series 38 Optimus Prime anywhere in my region, in my state, anywhere. Not any store anywhere.
Or the AOMEC.
It's one of those situations where the what?
The AI, I can't pronounce it. The AI Mech Psy Star Commander.
Yes.
Oh, you'll love it, Bill. You'll love it.
If I ever find it. And it's just like I've never found the Power of the Primes, Optimus Prime, or that Star Convoy, which I know is an exclusive. But either or would be nice to have. And I'd never found the Power of the Prime leader Optimus Prime. Not one. Not anywhere. Never saw it. Which is strange because I got Rodimus Unicronus, and I picked up a Rodimus for I think it was $11, brand new. It was sitting in a clearance aisle, right? And there happened to be an employee standing right there, and I said, "Is that price right?" And he said, "It's sitting there." I said, "Come with me to the checkout." I had him walk with me to the checkout. When she rang it up, it came up almost 30 something. I was like, no, that's $11. And the guy, I said, ask him. He saw me pull it off the shelf. And the guy was like, yeah, that's so I got that one on the steal. And I got Rodimus Unicronus, but I never once saw the Power of the Prime's Optimus Prime. And I'm just like, oh man. And then I saw that Studio Series 38 Bumblebee Optimus Prime, and I'm just like, man. And then just like I saw the KO of that, the oversized KO, and I'm like, son of a bitch, man. I just want it so bad.
Bill, I'm going to put this in the chat, so get ready to save it. This is on allmyprimus.com. So save that, dude. There's a link. Hey, Flo. I know it's been a long time, dude, since I've done a live stream. A proper long time. That's where I got the one I reviewed.
Yeah. Just and then I'm glad to see you doing live shows though.
Is that
it's just sad that you can hardly ever join the other live streams that happens. And again, it's because of that 5.5 hour, whatever it is, difference in time. Usually when we're doing it, it's already so late. It's like 2 in the morning for you.
Yeah. I mean, I've woke up to some of the live streams. I mean, some of them have been hysterical, to the point it's funny, and that's how I was like. I said it to Nikki, like when I'm in college, if I'm working, I just like turn them on and just play them in my earphones, just when I'm like editing or just typing up stuff or I'm shooting that day, and at least then I can still get to hear it. It is a pain that I can't really be a massive part of it. Considering it's like I like to hang about with you guys, compared to there's hardly any Scottish or UK. I think I know Borders did in obviously Collector 75, but when you compare like the rest of the American, like yourself, Kato, Jason, people like that, it's brilliant. Is that the official one, Skybite? The official studio series?
Yes, it is. I only saw this one time in stores, and I decided to pick it up because I knew that it would have been a hot item because, sure, it's a movie figure, but it's a G1 looking movie figure.
Yeah.
That's why I've never seen it.
I've never seen it in Britain. Never seen it.
On Big Bad Toy Store, Ninja Bill.
Yeah. I don't do online shopping. I just don't do it. I've been burned twice before. I'm never doing it again. So by burned, I mean I had my identity stolen twice thanks to online purchases. So I don't do it anymore. I just don't.
If I remember, did you know pre-order last year, was it your Omega or something, and the box was damaged? Or they lost it? I can't remember,
my Jetfire. That was the one exception. I was like, okay, everybody's having such good luck with buying stuff online. I'll try it again. And then my package gets shipped to some other damn person.
That's right. I remember something happened to you.
And I'm just like, it shouldn't have happened. They had all my correct shipping information, but it got delivered to the wrong house. Not even in my own damn state. That's the fucked up part. It got delivered to somebody down in freaking Kansas. I don't live in Kansas. I live in Iowa.
I was going to say, that's a bit of a mix-up, is it not?
That's like what the fuck? So
is that not like 2 or 3 states south from Iowa?
Yeah. It's southwest of me, and it's utterly freaking ridiculous. It's utterly freaking ridiculous thing. My original Jetfire got shipped somewhere else other than me. I paid for the damn thing. Thankfully, both BBTS and the USPS, I was on the phone, did a conference call with both parties. BBTS sent me another one for absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. No shipping fees, no nothing.
I mean, they
replaced it, and I was just like so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for that.
Me, you know me, Bill. I've never had that. I get the opposite. I get like 2 or 3 extra. It's like I never ordered that, but I'll take it.
You ever feel like, pardon me, you ever feel like sending your 2 or 3 extra my way? I'll take them. Thankfully, I'll take them.
I mean, that.
Pardon me,
I couldn't.
Snacking a little bit, so pardon me. It's our Super Bowl Sunday here. Our big football game is happening, and my favorite football team just happens to be playing my brother's favorite football team. So I'm ready, beer in hand and snacks in hand, while I watch your show. While I wait for there's a big game.
When's kickoff?
5:30 p.m. here. I don't know about East Coast or West Coast or where you live, but yeah.
That would be, if you're 5 hours, that'd be 11:30. Half 11, like at my time. I've only ever watched one Super Bowl. I only watched one, and it was who was it again? I watched Green Bay Packers in Pittsburgh, where the Packers won. So the Super Bowl I watched. I play the games, but that's about it.
I don't play the games at all, and I barely watched. I think I watched 2 games this year from the Kansas City Chiefs home games, and literally that's it. Usually every year I'm just like absolutely on point with it, but this year I haven't felt the love for it, so I was like take it or leave it. And then I found out my boys are going. I watched the playoffs games where they won. I was like, yes, that was one of the 2 games I watched, the playoffs. And I was like, oh, yes, they're going to the Super Bowl. And I was like, because I wasn't even going to watch the Super Bowl this year. I was just going to completely just ignore it. It was even happening. And then they won. And then I kind of felt like obligated that I should go, watch the game. So,
I mean, Flo and Eric in the chat, they'll know, because like with the wrestling podcast and stuff like that, I never ever miss a Royal Rumble. Never miss one. And this was the first year I missed because I have just totally lost faith completely in WWE. Wrestling just has been so boring for me. And that's like my big American sport. I know it's obviously entertainment, sports entertainment, but I totally fell out of love. When WrestleMania, it's WrestleMania season, and I should be loving this time just now.
I've watched wrestling since I was a kid.
I never missed it. Oh, never missed it. And then just now, I can't even bring myself. Now, I mean, the time zone never bothered me because you got your body used to it. If you know it was a pay-per-view weekend, you know that you're staying up from midnight to at least 3:30 in the morning, 4 in the morning. The WrestleMania weekend, that's easily 11 o'clock to maybe 5:30 the next day in the morning. And I love the experience, but just the last couple of years, it's dragging on, and it's like, do you know what? Fuck it, this year I can't be bothered watching it. I say that just now. I know I'll watch WrestleMania this year. I know I will.
Yeah, you like what you like. Should never have to apologize for liking what you like, unless of course it's like murdering puppies or something. Then I guess lots of praying and apologizing.
I can't even. If I said something like that, either my wife will come up and kill me, or my dog will come up and kill me. What are
I was going to say, I've seen a lot of your posts between each other. She seems like the person who would thump you on the head if you said something like that. That's true.
Well, the two of us have got the exact same sense of humor, the exact same.
That's awesome.
And like people, pardon me, people's asked her obviously because they know the collection. Like you see it in here, like this was our daughter's old bedroom. And I was like, all my gaming stuff's coming up here because even there's games behind that door. Then there's games over here. I know Eric in the chat asked about the PS2 collection behind me and the PS1 collection. I'm terrible. I really do. It's like the pure addictive personality.
Damn, I knew there was something I was forgetting. I forgot to share your challenge video there on Tales of Teletran page. Or you could do it later. That works too.
Oh, what challenge? Oh, was that TFN? Oh, hey Larkin. Hey dude.
Didn't you do the workspace challenge?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I had to think of it there. Because I've not done the one Kato put up. Because I had college work. It just kicked my ass, really did.
Okay.
And I was fortunate enough to get out the video I did. But that was just because that sword showed up, and I was like, right, that video's got to go. I've waited too long. And I was trying with the white background now, and it stands out a lot better with the camera. I've been messing about with my Canon settings just to try and make it look sharper. And it looked a lot nicer compared to just having the like how I like to use the backgrounds, depending on the bot. And I was like, when I done Springer and I put that weapon attachment on, the blast, and you just could not see that blast at all. And I was like, do you know what? White background. And that's, funnily enough, that white background is a spare piece of A3 craft card that I bought when Larkin found the PDF files, how to make the arc and stuff. So I still had one line about it. I was like, right, there's the white bit. It just sits nicely and covers the soundproofing. So I might do it on the bottom as well. So I might just buy an extra one and just hot glue it onto the table and just no tell my wife, just hot glue it. It's not going to budge.
I feel you. I got three challenges to do. One from well, I think they're all three from Kato, as a matter of fact.
I know.
Yeah. No, two. No, I think one is from Larkin and two are from Kato. And I've yet to complete them. I shot one of them today, which is the Your Workspace Challenge. I shot that one right before I finished my right before I did the Energon Jetfire review that I got coming up. So, I've still got two challenges. I haven't found anything that worth doing the out of your wheelhouse challenge, buying something that you wouldn't normally buy challenge. I haven't done that yet. I just haven't found anything really worth, but I suppose that's the whole point, is find something you wouldn't normally buy. And here I am giving it a lot of thought whenever I'm in the toy aisle.
Well,
I'm sort of failing the challenge before I even start.
I had, and I was considering it. I really was considering this. I got my wife loves Thundercats. That was her big thing from the 80s. And I got her, she still has them sealed, when the new series came out, not that abysmal thing, it just came out there. That new series was like the reimagining, but a little bit darker in Cartoon Network, maybe about 10 years ago. I got all the Lino and Mumra figures, and see that way I was like, dare I open them and just not tell her? Like, I've even got our Shawn Michaels, like whatever the big massive collection of the WWE Authentic series. I don't know what it's called, but she loves Shawn Michaels, so I went and got one of them. He's got his T-shirt, his glow sticks, and all that stuff. I was like, I could do that, but then that's her stuff. I better not open it. It's bad enough that she's looking at my collection. That's a divorce settlement. So she's like, yeah, I'm just going to calculate everything that's worth in here.
Well, the only new figure I bought that I would never buy at any time, and I'm not going to do the challenge with it, was a Barbie one, only because of my mother has collected Barbies all of her life, and this is one I knew she doesn't have it. Uh-huh. So I bought that, but I am not going to do the comfort zone challenge with a goddamn Barbie. I'm just not. That's not happening. And I don't care who says what in the chat. It's not happening.
Input done the job for us. He done it for us. Kato, I seen the Masters of the Universe. Oh no, Masters of the WWE figures that I saw today. Yeah, I seen them. It's like the He-Man figures, but the wrestlers, I don't know. But they done that, was it the Turtles as well? They done like Turtle figures. I can't remember if it was Turtle figures. Is it Turtle figures? No, they done the Ghostbuster figures. Oh, fuck knows, I can't remember. See, because I don't follow the wrestling line for toys. I'm terrible for that. I mean, unless it's Lego Star Wars, then I follow that, but... I mean, Skybite, have you done, like, your challenge to see your review space or anything like that?
No, I have not done any of the challenges yet. I plan on doing at least one of the challenges, but I still have to figure out which one. Because my comfort zone challenge, there's a lot of stuff that I collect, and there's a lot of stuff that I would want to collect. So I don't know what I would buy that would be out of my comfort zone.
The Barbie is definitely out of my comfort zone, but I still ain't doing a damn review on no Barbie. No, that's not happening.
I could have brought the Death Star. I could have done the Death Star.
Nice. Well, I spotted some stuff that I saw the other day. I didn't buy it yesterday when I was around at Walmart yesterday because of the craziness that is the day before and the morning and afternoon before a Super Bowl. Anywhere you go shopping is an utter madhouse. So I tend to stay away from public places like that because I've seen people get shot on Black Fridays. All right, so I tend to stay around on mob days, as I like to call them. I don't leave the house much, but I was out there yesterday and I saw some stuff and I was like, I could probably do the challenge with that. It's not something I normally buy, although I have thought about it. And I'll wait till I do that video to show what it is that I saw. I was like, it's cool. It's got some cool stuff. So,
right. So I'll do a quick out of comfort challenge. I can't remember its name. I'm terrible. And I'm going to do it on something. It comes with glitches, okay? And to open it, it's going to cost £5 for DLC charges. Okay. So what I have in my hand is a Pip-Boy 3000, and for an extra £5, it will open. There you go. Give me a share of that money. See, this is like the stuff I collect. I used to always buy like major collector editions of games that came out, but I was going to get that Fallout 76 helmet, and then after I heard what was in it and the state of the game, I'm quite happy I didn't do what I usually do.
Yeah, I don't normally pick up game exclusives. I mean, I've got a ton of game exclusives for like the Mass Effect games because those are probably some of my favorite games in history or the Mass Effect series. Up until you get to Andromeda, which was utter puke. Another puke. We won't get into that. Because that would lead me into my EA rage persona, and I don't want to do
that. You'll like this then. I'll have to send you pictures over. I'll do it after the stream. I've got my Mass Effect 2 and 3 signed by the voice of Jack. And what was his Legion?
Yeah.
Legion.
I've got Legion. Did you ever pick up the Normandy? I got a Normandy necklace that I saw once in a jewelry store, and I was like, I had to have it. And that's really the only Normandy. I saw a Normandy online. I forget who made it, but never bought it. But so I wish I would, and I wish I would have picked up the Mass Effect figures while they were still in stores. Once they were out of stores, they became stupidly expensive, and I wasn't going to pay, especially because I love Tally. All right, who doesn't love Tally?
Oh, Tally's brilliant character.
I'm telling you, who doesn't love Tally? She's stupidly expensive to get now.
I've got the pop figure of Master Chief, Male Shepherd, with the Omniblade out. I've got that, but yeah, because I got the collector's editions of 2 and 3, and it was just when it was actually at the Comic-Con in Glasgow when I got the Titan Metroplex when I bought that. Because I'll give you the funny side to this story, because I just started a new job at the time, and this was me like going into the managerial side with when I used to make the glasses. And I was like, right, I've not been paid. I will promise I will not blow a wad of cash. I will not do that. I was in there 3 minutes and I spent everything on that that Titan Metroplex because I've never seen it. I just went give, and that was me. Money gone. Couldn't buy anything for the rest of the day.
Oh yeah. It goes quicker than you think, especially when you're at some convention. It goes quicker than you think. I think everyone in here and in the chat will attest to that idea. Is you go to a convention, you're like, oh, okay, this is okay, and then you step into the vendor room and you know your wallet's life flashes before its eyes, and
I mean that was it. Because
has to remind you that there are limitations.
I mean, because that's how, like, when I knew those voice actors were going to be there, and they signed it, they were brilliant. They actually didn't charge anybody, which I was shocked at, and they were just no, give me your games. So I got because obviously the guy that done Legion's voice was Albert Wesker in Resident Evil 5, so he signed my Resident Evil 5 as well. So I was like, I'm over the moon. I've got copies that are all signed. But what I did see tonight, and I might actually do this, because originally I wanted to go to TF Nation. I really did, because Peter Cullen was going to be there. But they're charging £200.
Yeah,
which is it's a bit much, especially when you're a student and that. And I'm like, I can't fork that out. He's actually coming to the Glasgow Comic Con. And he's, I think, if you want the picture with him to sign something, it's £100. And I went, that to me is more reasonable.
Yeah, that's a little more doable.
Yeah, I mean, just then it's a case of what do I get him to sign? Like, what Optimus Prime have I still got sealed? I've still got a few sealed, but what one do I take in now and go, can you sign this? I mean,
honestly, I prefer the action figures themselves being signed over just the boxes. But honestly, I do. I like that. And, we've had a few people here show off, in our circle community here, show off their signed figures. And I actually think that's cooler than just having a signed. But any old person can get a package signed, give me something, significant, more. And I love this. A signed action figure to me is just better than any old boxed action figure with a signature. That's just me, though.
I might get him to sign one of those the last night's Optimus Prime, because it's the only thing that's okay about that figure. If it's got a signature on it, apart from that, the figure was crap. Honestly, I've got so many versions of that figure because I got the Japanese exclusives, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I could do the video on the Black Knight Optimus Prime, and I'm like, nah, it's the last night still. I can't do it to me. I can't do it to myself.
Well, I liked the Voyager Optimus Prime. I did the Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. I actually liked it. I liked the previous one too. Matter of fact, I think I have a lot of versions of the movie Optimus Prime from the 2007 on up, and I actually liked it. I didn't like the leader class. That was utter shit, and I feel sorry for anyone who bought it. The Voyager was so much superior to the leader class one.
Because what annoyed me the most, and this is why, I mean, when I bought it, I got him and leader. I got the leader class Optimus Prime and the leader class Megatron, both for £20. Where some shops are still selling them for £50, and I was like, I am not paying £50 for just a basic repaint, and it wasn't even like a complete repaint. It was just a little bit darker in the blue. The sword's a little bit clear, and I'm like, no, sack that. I am not spending that amount of money on a repaint. But my favorite movie figure wise, if there is any, would have to be the Buster Optimus Prime. That one has a proper gun with it. I just love that version.
That's the one with has the miniguns and sort of like wings and whatnot, and can attach to the back of the tractor, right?
No. It was this one was the Japanese.
Yeah, the Japanese one had sort of like what the Tia Prime, Transformers Prime, second Optimus did. You know, with
I know one you're talking about. No,
he had all that weapons on his back.
This one wasn't. It was the mold of the Revenge of the Fallen Prime, which was basically the second coming of Optimus Prime, the second coming of Jesus when it came to the toys. Because that toy was brilliant unless it kept talking. But what they did was they added all the chrome on him and they redone the paint so it stood out more. And then they finally gave him his rifle. And that, to me, was a lot nicer than just like, here's the standard figure with the standard paint and just two blades coming out both arms. They added just that little bit more in. The one I think, I know what one you're talking about, is it the jet wing, where it's got like the two Gatling cannons. He holds it like that. If you can see me on the screen, it's like he's driving when he holds up the two turrets.
Yeah. I like some of the movie primes, but again, like I said, my favorite is, well, this one. And I've customized it, painted him the heck out of him. But this was actually, the Voyager one is actually my favorite, right along with Voyager Megatron from the same, just better figures. They were better than the leader class. They were better than the deluxes. They were just better designed, better built, and so this one was my favorite of the movie primes, really. I have all of them, and I rarely transformed the very first, or actually the Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime, leader Optimus Prime. I think I've transformed that thing maybe 6 times and then left him in robot mode, and he sits there on the shelf even now, staring at me, tempting me to transform him after 3 years of not touching him. It's not working. I'm ignoring him.
The last thing I transformed that Voyager class must have been the review. When I did the review, that was it. But Toy Hacks have got the decals, so I'm considering decaling them up. To add the extra flames and stuff like that. It's just stuff I like to see. Because I didn't mind the flames. I know a lot of people hated it. I didn't mind them, but I'm a Hot Rod fan. So I think that's why I like the flames. It's like, I can connect.
Yeah. For me, I like both looks for Optimus Prime. I can understand why people wouldn't like it, but I do like both. I do like the movie look for Optimus Prime. I like the G1 look for him. I like most looks. I mean, come on. If he can be if we can have an Optimus Prime bat, why can't we have a movie version of Optimus Prime too?
We're gonna.
That's just.
I was going to say, it looks like we're going to get the gorilla finally. So.
Yeah. Well, see, originally the reason why the Optimus Prime as a bat and Megatron exist is because they were originally meant to be the original Optimus Prime and the original Megatron, the G1 versions.
Yeah.
And then that got scrapped, and they went, the direction it eventually did go. But originally, and those toys are very much the original G1 Optimus Prime and Megatron. They are them, only now in these new forms. It didn't go any further than that. So if you got that set, awesome. Because that's the only place you're going to see them, the G1 Optimus Prime and the G1 Megatron in the Beast Wars line, officially speaking.
See, I don't know nothing about the Beast Wars line. And that's terrible because it was I grew up in that era and I just didn't connect. I don't know what I think if I went back and watched it now, I'll appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm older. I love anything that is let's put it this way: if I can love Super God Master Force, then I could definitely love Beast Wars, and that was a mind fuck at the best of times. That Master Force. Yeah. So I'm like, I should really get them in Blu-ray. If they're out in Blu-ray or DVD, get them and enjoy them for what they were. Because I just never ever paid it attention. I think they look brilliant. there's just something about them being different. It's like what I said to that G2 Prime. It's like it's totally different than the norm, and that's why I love them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got these two. You know, as soon as they were hit out in the shelves, I got one boxed, and these two are loose. But I've still got one completely sealed in the box, put away in storage. But these two I sit proudly on the shelves, and now I hear they're pretty rare to find, which is unfortunate because I like them. Sure, they're just really small Optimus they're basic class size figures, or legends as they later become the scale had become. Now they're calling them what was it, battle class? I think now is the new legend scale.
Yeah, something.
So, yeah, battle class is the new.
Flo is saying he still has the Beast Wars original Megatron, that T-Rex. That I've got to admit, I do love that version of Megatron. I do like him being a T-Rex. Actually,
that's a good figure. I still have mine too. The old purple sourpuss himself is sitting up there. I really need to make a dedicated Megatron. I've got a dedicated Prime shelves. I need to make one just for Megatrons because I have almost as many, well, maybe half as many Megatrons as I do Primes. But you know, still, I should make a dedicated shelf. But yeah, old purple puss, as I like to call him. It was a good toy. It was a good toy. Only mine came missing with his his thigh missiles. You know, on the little thigh hip rotating weapons that had those like rounded missiles on there, Trident missiles or whatever they call it. Yeah, it was missing out of package.
I mean, Skybite.
I went back to grab another one, and it was missing too. So I decided to screw it.
Just take it. Skybite, if you've got any dedicated shelves, like I've got like a Prime shelf, 2 Hot Rod shelves. If you've got any dedicated.
Right here is my movie Autobot side of the shelf. Side is movie Decepticons, and in the middle is like Chug, Generations, Beast Wars, that kind of stuff.
Nice.
See, I don't even have anything that's Beast Wars. I mean, I've seen a third-party Legends class Optimus Primal, and I was tempted, and then I skipped out and bought that blaster instead.
Yeah, Beast Wars figures now are an expensive get, you know.
Yeah.
Unless you find somebody getting rid of their collection, you're going to take you know, not really take advantage of them, but take advantage of the situation, you know. Otherwise they're, you know, hard to find or just overpriced.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sorry, on you go, Skybite, on you go, dude. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, like, I found most of my Beast Wars figures at Goodwill and like the Mission, like thrift stores. I found Transmetal 2 Dinobot at one of those places, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have to grab this."
Mm-hmm.
It's like, because like I watched the series and a while ago on Netflix, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is an awesome TV show." And then I see the toy of one of my favorite characters in a Goodwill, and I'm like, "Oh, great." So I picked that up, and then I later learned that was one of the like most sought out figures of the line, I think. So yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that's how I found my Armada smokescreen. I couldn't find him in stores, and I found it was absolutely 100% complete, still in the package at a Goodwill in town about 50 miles from here. He was just sitting there, you know, top some other clothes and whatnot, and I was just like, holy crap, still in the box, hadn't been opened, completely sealed, and I got Armada smokescreen, one of my favorite Armada figures, and it was just sitting there in the thrift store.
I want to go back and redo I want to do the Armada reviews because I started the Energon. I never finished the Energon. I think I've missed 2 figures. Dude, he looks awesome.
Yeah, this is Beast Wars Transmetal 2 Cheetor, also found at Goodwill. The only thing he's missing is the leg panel that covers up his Maximal Crystal.
Is there any
gun somewhere in the shelf.
Is there any spare parts on eBay for it? Have you seen anything like that?
No, not yet. I plan on getting one for parts soon because I need the missile for the gun and the leg panel. But yeah, that's Predator Cheetor. Well, I call him Predator Cheetor because basically when he turns into this form, he becomes a horn dog for Black Arachnia. So, yeah.
He does not show consent.
Yeah, it gets pretty uncomfortable. It's kind of creepy.
I mean, that's the thing, because I love Armada. I do love Armada. Because that was the one that got me into collecting. Energon was hit and miss. Cybertron I hated. Prime I love. At the same time, it was like, I know Flo's going to kill me when I say this, really. Prime I loved up till Beast Hunters, and then Beast Hunters is just like, I don't know.
I get that. Yeah, Smokescreen. This is one I found in a thrift store, and it was completely sealed, mint box, and I got it for $1.
I mean, how good are those Armada figures? Those Armada figures were fantastic.
Yeah, and I like I said, I couldn't believe it. Still in the box. I got it for $1 at Goodwill. Minicon, everything. I don't have his Minicon with him right now. They're displayed separately on a shelf. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was just like, wow. So I got Smokescreen, and one of the Armada figures I was missing for $1. I couldn't believe it.
I mean, that's what it was like with that G2 Megatron. I couldn't believe I got that for basically $4.
I lost you.
Your mic is muted, Optimus Wilbur.
Yeah, the cable disconnected. The cable popped up. I don't know what the cats have done behind my PC.
Cats.
Yeah, it's 2 kittens and bundle of joy the 2 of them are. It's because I'm so used to dogs, and now I've got the 2. One thinks she's a dog. Gaia thinks she's a dog. So she's doing things Tony does. She looks up to him. Flo, Predaking was great, but not many amazing episodes. See, I will agree with you there, Flo. Predaking, I love the look of Predaking and Beast Hunters. I love that dragon look. And I know, Flo, I've keep holding it off with that red Predaking from Transformers Go, opening that one. But one day, if I hit a milestone, I'm going to have to open that red Predaking.
I always regret not picking up Transformers Prime's Predaking when I had the chance. I only saw him once, and I was like, well, I'll come back for him. Instead, I grabbed a Bumblebee and some Bumblebee, and I think yeah, I think that's a matter of fact. It is. I picked up a Bumblebee, and I said, oh, I'll go back for him. And when I went back for him, he was like 3 days later, it was gone, and never saw the figure again. And I always kick myself for not doing it right then, right there.
What figure's that, Skybite? Is that Dinobot?
Yep.
See, I love the colours.
Yeah, I love it too. It's like pearlescent white, blue, and then you got purple chrome.
Yeah.
I mean, I found this, like I said, at a Goodwill. I mean, it had every part of it, and the chrome is in pretty nice condition.
Yeah.
Like, there's barely any wear.
Just Neuro in the chat. Yeah, I'm going to agree with him on this one. The Power of the Primes Predaking was amazing. Just because Samoa Joe done the voice. What a wrestler that guy is. But speaking of that Predaking, and I'm going to have to wait till my birthday, I'm getting the Wee Yang version of that Predaking. Can't get the Power of the Primes version anywhere.
Shane High sent me the one I have. As you may recall from the video, he sent me a couple of Shockwaves and Power of the Prime Predaking, which I love that figure. Sure, it has its problems, you know, but that doesn't matter to me. I have a Titan class figure. It was my first Titan class figure I'd ever owned. And then Adamantium Matrix sent me Trypticon, you know, so I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. So now the only two Titan class figures I have is Predaking and Trypticon, and I love Predaking. Well, you saw my post not too long ago. I finally just put the sticker on it.
I mean, that flows in the chat, and he said like he knows. I mean, I don't know if I showed you the picture, Bill. The Transformers Go Red Predaking. I can't remember its proper name, but it's instead of being the black and orange, it's just red. Right? Nice. And I said to him at the time, "Oh, if I get to 100 subs, I'll unbox it." And obviously that long passed, and I'm like, "I'll unbox it shortly." Flo, go and get me 500 subs. You were killing it with the wrestling stuff, dude. You were killing it with the wrestling podcasts. Go get me 500 subs. You do a better job than me. But that Devastator, I missed out in the Combiner Wars Devastator, and I've got the what's it called? 2 seconds. I've still got the box.
The MBK one. Did you pick up the MBK one?
Yeah, that one. And
Generations, whatever is KO.
Yeah, I mean he's good, but see that way, I'm scared to do something with him in the video because it does feel like it will break compared to some of the third party stuff I've got, or even a knockoff I've purchased. I mean that Eva Unit 1 Optimus Prime was just fantastic quality, but that just, I don't know, Bill. See that way, you can tell with the plastic, it's like this could easily break if I do something stupid with it. I can just feel it.
Yeah.
And it's killing me because I've always wanted a proper Devastator, and that to me was I couldn't get the Combiner Wars one, but I wanted a big Devastator, and that was the one I got. Nero, Wee Yang, KO Predaking's fantastic. So substitute. Oh, good. I just have to wait 2 months to my birthday, so that's when I'll get it. My mum's getting me it.
You've seen the only version of Devastator I have, and Victorial that I did, and several of the groups. So that's the only version of Devastator I got.
Because that was I'm trying to remember because it looked like. Was that the Daniel John one originally, and then they re-released it?
Mm-hmm. That is the re-release.
Yeah, I missed because I've obviously seen Superior, and I've got Bruticus for that line. I missed out on Devastator. I missed that one. Couldn't get it. Couldn't get it at all. I was lucky to find those ones.
I have two of the Combaticons. Mm-hmm. I got 2 different sets. The whatever he's Maximus, he's called the Superion Maximus, and of course Devastator Maximus, which I got later with the Classics reissue of it. You know, but slightly different colors. Even the clear plastic is different color. The original came with, I think, like orange or red accessories. This one is all clear purple, lavender, plastic colored, whatever that is.
I think you're right.
So that's literally the only version I own. Because I never saw the Combiners War line. Like I so feel you when you say to people, and some people just don't understand. You said it both, you know, on your Facebook and in your videos that, you know, some lines have never come your way, and I totally feel that. I never saw not one single toy from the Combiners War line at all in my store shelves. Not once.
I mean, I got lucky with some of them, and then like Siege was the worst for me. I mean, I thought it was going to be good because I found Prime and Megatron, and then that didn't turn out the way it did. I was lucky to get Magnus and Shockwave. I was lucky to get them, but the rest was just absolutely. Like you seen it. I had to wait to Christmas before properly there was like a good number, and like so like in the UK, well Scotland at least, and I'm dreading that because like I want that Skylinks, I want Scorponok to finish the Titans. I say I won't buy Prime. I know I'll buy Prime. I know I will. But the one thing I want
the Earthrise. Well, that's it's like just now on my local Walmart store shelves, Wave 2 and Wave 3 of Siege is showing up as Earthrise line is starting to show up anywhere else in the country.
Yeah, I seen
is just now hitting stores for me.
Because was it Soundwave 84? I think he'd done 2 videos with Earthrise already. I thought it was March it's coming out. But then I've seen everywhere's getting them just now. Like that line, just the small figures just now. But that I was just like, that'll be Christmas before I see them. As I say it. See you, Kato. Take care, dude. But yeah, it's just...
I gotta actually split myself. I gotta get the food ready, snacks, etc. for the show. So thank you very much for letting me join you.
No, Bill. I'm going to call it here anyhow because at times it just now give you guys a laugh. It's 10 to 11 here, so and I'm up. I think 6ish tomorrow. So and I wanted to go to bed early, and so that way I just couldn't find myself getting tired. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try the live stream. So I'm happy I did. So I'm going to try and get like.
Oh yeah, I'm happy you did too.
More than just like sitting chatting. I mean, I like that. I do like that, and I can see why you guys have all started like your own shows and that with it because it is really good. Hey, Collector.
Graham shows up at the end.
always happens.
And he's practically the same time zone as you, for crying out loud. he's almost down the street from you.
I know. But yeah, what I'm going to do, like, if anybody, I know like, you guys in the chat know, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add your 2 channels links in the description box of this video. So, and then I can at least put a comment in it to like, guys, anybody that has subscribed to me hasn't subscribed to you guys, like go to use as well. But guys in the chat, like thanks for like coming in for the first proper live stream. I've never used StreamYard. I'm always an OBS guy. I've always been an OBS guy. I know what I'm doing with that, but I like this idea where you can bring people and you can sit and chat. I do love it. But guys, thank you in the chat, and I will see you after.
Have a good one.